What is up, guys? Welcome to my first Thursday content review. We're going to be going through the content, some of the players that have been released and some of the packs, maybe whether you should spin for them, and just give our overall opinion on what content has been released. So we've got the Shadow Hunt pack, which has Fabio Cannavaro, Paolo Maldini and Daniel De Rossi in it. Cannavaro has aerial 4, Maldini has long reach tackle, and De Rossi has phenomenal pass, and all three of these have Shadow Hunt. And as far as I'm aware regarding Shadow Hunt, the skill gives the defender, it can be for defensive midfielders, left back, right back, centre back, and I think that's it. But if a ball goes in behind them, it gives them extra speed and pace to try and catch up to that ball and obviously dispossess the opponent. So good if you play a high line and your opponents are good at firing long balls or getting through balls in behind. This Shadow Hunt should help us sort of try to counteract that. And so if we have a look at eFootball Hub here, we have got the Maldini, the De Rossi and the Cannavaro. So if we start with Cannavaro, obviously a little bit short for a centre-back, that's the only thing you can say about him. However, if we just look at a community build here, we will go with this one, just a top rated one. You can see he boasts incredible speed, acceleration, great jumping, which will help make up for some of that height difference that he has. He's got great physical, and then balance is high for a centre-back too, as well as having good stamina. And then his defending is outrageously good. You've got 100 on defensive awareness, 97 defensive engagement, 100 tackling, and 96 aggression. Like I say, the only weakness for this card really is the height and physical sort of stature of him, but as he's a destroyer, you could probably get away with playing him as a wide centre-back, kind of in like the right-back position, but as a centre-back, and I think he'd do absolute wonders there. He looks unbelievable. The second card in this draw is Daniel De Rossi. So if we load up the top community build for him, just to get an idea of what stats we're looking at, we can see he has very good passing for an anchorman, good heading. His dribbling's not bad, high 70s. And then we've got very solid defending, minimum 95 on that, 99 aggression, 97 defensive awareness as well. And then in terms of athleticism, which makes the DM stand out in my opinion, we've got great speed, good acceleration, great kicking power, decent jumping, good physicals, and then good stamina. Topped with De Rossi's sort of quite tank-like building game, this should help him be a very, very, very strong DM in my opinion. Also him having the new skill, which isn't on here, the Shadow Hunt one, balls in behind, anything that the opponent is goal side of, it will help him get back and hopefully get in a tackle for you. So I think this De Rossi is going to be a really, really strong card. And last but definitely not least, we have Paolo Maldini. Again, look at the top build for him. We'll go with this one because it is a 109 left back. Although the overall rating doesn't make too big a difference, we will have a look at him like this anyway. So incredible defending, 100 nearly all the way across the board, bar aggression, good passing. Good thing to note, especially if you're playing him centre back, that is a really, really strong passing stat for him. And then attacking wise, in terms of his ball control, dribbling, tight possession, and then the dribbling's good, passing's good, it's really, really solid for a centre back or left back. And then he's got decent heading and decent jumping with this build, up to 94, +3 with the defending booster, and then you've got the shutdown booster on him as well. But 90 heading, 94 jumping, really, really strong for him. Very good physical. Could be a little bit higher, but if you're using Maldini, you're using him for the speed, really, and the physicality of him in terms of his height and build. So he's got decent physicals in that regard, decent physical, good stamina, very good stamina, especially for a centre-back. You're going to be able to make him last at full 90 for sure. And then you've got his speed. Now, the speed split is a little bit strange for Maldini, I feel like. Obviously, he's incredibly quick. You've got 92 speed with that. That's really, really solid. But with the booster, he goes up to 82 acceleration. This is why, on my one, I've given him defending. Just to get that acceleration up a little bit more. It knocks the defensive engagement down, etc., etc. However, I think that acceleration is really important to the point where I would even knock some of these aerial strength out. I know you might be losing a lot of the jumping, but just getting that acceleration up a little bit more, I feel like that will benefit him, especially if he's playing left back. You don't want him to be slow getting off the line to track back, but as centre back it'd probably be okay. But that's probably it for Shadow Hunt. It's 150 limited draw, so yeah, it could be particularly expensive. However, I think all three of those cards are really, really solid to have. Things. Which is pretty cool.
Nice. Don't mind it. You're gonna get.
There we go. First try, first spin. Right. Please be Maldini, and I'll just back on out of there. Slither my way on out.
To be fair, all three of them are good.
Yeah, true. It is. Let's
Is that
go.
the Oh my god, you got Maldini.
Let's go. First spin.
Oh.
God, I'm on like an unbelievable streak on this game.
That's nuts. Oh my god, what is this, man?
I don't think that's one.
What is this?
Oh, it is Cannavaro. What the?
You got Cannavaro as well. You're in the horrible position now.
Yeah, I know.
Do you spin again?
I think as well. I think I'm on like 7 in a row because carrying on from the messy ones was the last one that I span.
Oh my god.
Get the Rossi, then I can stop spinning.
Nice.
Not.
Oh, he's break the streak.
Streak's gone. Is that a Chelsea right back? James. I'm Gusto in the same pack as she.
That is huge.
Oh. No, that's a fake one. 1 in 8 chance.
Ooh.
Oh, I got 500 little baby ones.
No.
Oh. Shit! On the 100
joking
spin.
me. Oh my god.
Let's.
That's not bad, is it?
Nope. Now I need more XP though. Up next, we have the Worldwide. There are some good cards in here. We won't look at eFootball Hub for this. I think the standouts for me here are Jeremy Doku. Looks really, really solid in my opinion. Good skills on him. He's A form at the moment. He's got good speed, good dribbling. Obviously a +3 to all these stats. He's gonna be pretty solid, I think. And then you've got Marcus Rashford, obviously for the free kick that he scored against Real Madrid to win Barcelona the league. He's got good speed, he's got a booster which improves his kicking power, finishing, set piece taking and curl. And then his dribbling is pretty solid as well, but the fact that Rashford can play everywhere for a free to play card, I don't think you're going to have too many complaints with him, especially with the +3 manager boost that you can give him. But that is probably about it for the 2 top cards that you want in the Worldwide May 2026 draw. And then we have the brand new event for Didier Drogba. So this is a season pass sort of like thing where every game you play you get to go through the season pass, which gives you a chance at getting the spins for him. And so if I go to my one, I've played a couple games already today, and you can see you have the campaign hub. So there's a lot of good stuff in here actually. I think this is a really good campaign. So you've got obviously XP tokens, random skill tokens, and here are the chance deals for Didier Drogba. Looks like once every 5 or so, and I think you can get 26. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think it's 26. You've got some eFootball coins in there. Like I say, skill tokens, XP tokens, GP, booster tokens. And yeah, so you can end up having like a decent little amount of eFootball coins. Looks like 100 potentially. So that's nice to have as well. Obviously, this is over the course of a few weeks. And as the end reward, you get yourself a selection contract, which we will have a look at in a minute. But in terms of Drogba, guys, I'm hearing sort of some mixed opinions about him. I personally think he's quite good. Obviously, he's not going to be better than a Hullet, a Cruyff, a pay-to-win, Zlatan, any players like that. He's just not. We've come to expect that for these free-to-play cards. But it's an epic. It's Drogba. People have used him before. We know how good he is in the air, that sort of stuff. And his card, I think, has some pretty good stats on him. He has got decent speed, decent acceleration, good kicking power. His jumping's good. His physical is very good, and his stamina is good for a striker. He's lacking in balance. He's not going to be very nimble on the ball, even if you try and boost his dribbling up a little bit more. I think you are going to struggle with that. But for the type of card that he is, with a fox in the box, you know he's going to be making those sort of runs into it, trying to pick up, trying to position himself just to be on the end of crosses, passes, that sort of thing. He's got great offensive awareness and very good finishing, which I think are the 2 sort of standouts for him. With his physicals, I think he's going to be a tank in the box. I think he's going to be able to hold players off. And if he had phenomenal finishing, I think it would be great for that sort of thing. He doesn't. His 2 Showtime skills are bullet header. Does he only have 1 Showtime skill? That would be poor if he does. He does only have bullet header. Okay, so yeah, that does change things a little bit. Him only having 1 Showtime skill, I think, is a little bit of a letdown. I think they could have given him phenomenal finishing with these stats, and it would have been a very, very solid card, and it would have been to the standard that you would expect for a free-to-play card. It's not a bad option. It's really not, especially considering you have about a 50% chance of getting him for free. But that is another thing to think about. It is only around 50% chance for getting him without spinning. Obviously, due to it being 26 spins in a 50 spin box, you're not guaranteed him, which is a bit disappointing as well. So there's going to be a lot of people that don't get him. And then the people that do get him, is he going to fit in their teams? I think, like I say, he's a good option to have. If we compare him to Shevchenko, that would be a good way to have a look at him. Compare, here we are. So, the exact same on offensive awareness. Shevchenko has better ball control the whole way around. Drogba's got slightly better passing, but it's pretty negligible. Drogba has got better finishing, better heading, better set pieces, and better curl. Again, not by much, plus 4s actually, so yeah, that is pretty noticeable. Goalkeeping doesn't matter, defending doesn't really matter, so speed. Shevchenko can be a lot quicker. Drogba's kicking power is a lot better. Drogba's jumping is a +7, so that's a big boost. And his physical contact is +10. So like I say, I think he's going to be a lot more tanky than somebody like Shevchenko is in the box. Balance is the same. Drogba has a lot more stamina. And then in terms of the body sizes here, as you can see, +2 arm length, +6 on shoulder width on Shevchenko, +2 on neck length, +9 on chest measurement, +5 on neck size, shoulder height is the same, and leg length is bigger on Drogba. And then you have the thigh size, waist size, arm size, and calf size, in which Shevchenko beats Drogba in them. And then if we look at the leg coverage, which is quite important for a striker, Drogba is higher by around 6 on that. His arm coverage is about 8 more. I'm guessing this will help with sort of physical battles when you're shouldering people, that sort of stuff, shoulder to shoulder battles. I'm guessing the extra arm coverage will help. The jumping height is much higher for Drogba at 276. His torso collision is a little bit higher at 54.4, and then the leg length based height is 191 compared to Shevchenko's 183. And then if you look at the weak foot, Shevchenko's weak foot is higher. They both fall under the occasional weak foot usage category. However, Shevchenko has higher weak foot accuracy. Interesting. I think there's a little bit to take out of that. Shevchenko is a little bit better on the ball in terms of his dribbling and speed, but Drogba looks like he's going to be sort of more prolific in front of the goal. And so that is it for Drogba in terms of what we're looking at with his stats, and comparing him to the free-to-play Shevchenko. I mean, it's tough for me. I love Drogba in real life as a Chelsea fan. I just think they've given out a free Drogba somewhat recently. This one should have been like a high margin better than that. He should have had 2 Showtime skills. Phenomenal finishing on him isn't going to break him. It's not going to make it so everybody's using him in the pay-to-win teams. It's not going to make it so the meta is sort of broken and everybody has to have him. But it is going to make him a very usable card, and so that's why I'm a little bit disappointed that they haven't given it to him. He should have had either better base stats or 2 Showtime skills, and he's sort of got neither. And so that's disappointing with a Drogba. However, for new Road to Glory players, things like that, I've just started my Road to Glory. I'm going to be looking to get him for sure, as he will make a big difference. And then we have the worldwide selection. So this is what you get for completing the season pass. This was a vote on social media, I do believe. And so this is what people have voted for. We have got Joshua Kimmich, Matthias de Ligt, Kadioglu, and Nico O'Reilly. So with these cards, guys, you can get one of them as of right now. They might release another one. I doubt they will though. And if we run to eFootball Hub yet again to show you what we can be getting with them. With Kimmich, he is an orchestrator. He is currently A condition. So this is something to think about with the show times, is that their condition can vary. They aren't locked at B form. And if we look at some community builds for him, We'll go with this one. So you can see he can play defensive midfielder, right back and central midfielder. And you can also give him centre back and right mid. So he is an orchestrator. You can get him to have solid speed and acceleration. For a DM, those stats are really, really solid. Good kicking power, good physicals, jumping and balance, great stamina. Defending is really well rounded for an orchestrator, all in 90s, is what you like to see. He's decent on the ball, not the best, not the worst, and his passing is very solid. I'm guessing he's going to have a lot of passing skills. Yeah, one-touch pass, through passing, weighted pass, pinpoint crossing. He's got interception, and then he's got visionary pass as his showtime. And so I think I'd have to recommend Joshua Kimmich as one of the players that you'd go for if you're looking for an orchestrator, a DM, somebody who can play right back, obviously who you're not going to want to play there in particular. I think Kimmich is going to be a great option. If anyone's used him in game before, they know how good he is. He is absolutely brilliant. And so, yeah, I think he might be the one that I go for. I'm torn between him and Nico O'Reilly. Speaking of Nico O'Reilly, in terms of builds for him, we have got this one right here. Looks very, very solid. He can play centre midfielder, he can play attacking midfielder, he can play left mid, he can play second striker, and he can play centre forward. And so you are looking at a very, very, very well-rounded player here. One that's been performing all season. I'm going to guess he's going to have a very good World Cup as well, and so the condition will hopefully stay pretty high for him. Now, due to him being very well-rounded, there are many options that you can have on him. His shooting is pretty good for a central midfielder if you were going to play him there. I think I would look at that central midfield option for him. You can get him to have good dribbling. You can get him to have very good speed, and he's tall, so his aerial strength isn't the most important thing. And then you can get him to have pretty good defending as well. This would be sort of something that I'd be looking at if you're going to play him as a central midfielder, box to box, that sort of thing. As you can see, nice speed, good balance, good stamina, lacking a little bit in physicality, but the balance is high, so he'll feel nice on the ball. Although he is tall, I think he will still feel good. He's got good defending, decent all round. He'll be able to track back. Again, with his sort of body type, use that long leg length to sort of boost these defensive stats higher than what they should be. And then you've got his attacking stats, which is where I sort of think he stands out in the midfield. He's got good offensive awareness, good ball control, good dribbling, good tight possession, and then his passing you can get to be really solid too, with decent enough finishing. And so yeah, Nico O'Reilly, if you're looking for a box-to-box, that sort of thing, even playing him left back, you just sort of drop the shooting. The passing's good enough as well as it is, and then you can up the speed and get him to be a little bit more quick, and probably drop the dribbling as well, just so you can give him that maybe extra bit of defending. It's a good option to have. Like I say, versatile, good to have on the bench, especially if he stays A condition for a long time. So yeah, Nico O'Reilly is probably close number 2 with Joshua Kimmich for me. And then we have Kadioglu. This one is a little bit of an exciting one as well, due to him being able to play left back, right mid, left wing, right wing. Incredibly versatile. I wouldn't recommend playing him on the wings or even left mid, right mid really, due to his finishing stats, especially like even if you take all the points out of defending and you decide you want to play him there, you're never going to be able to really get it to be that good. And so if we put these back into the defending for him, we can see he has incredible speed and acceleration, great kicking power, decent physical contact for a fullback, good balance and nut stamina. And so his athleticism is going to be incredible. You can imagine him running up and down the wing all game. It depends how you're going to want to play him. Personally, I think I'd drop the dribbling, drop the passing. These are good stats, especially if the way the fullbacks play in eFootball, you want to have them defensive really. And so having sort of this decent-ish dribbling, good passing on him, you can then probably bump the defending up a little bit more. But obviously it's personal preference. You don't get that bigger boost compared to the passing and dribbling. And so I can see why people would go for adding those into it sort of thing. But yeah, Kadioglu, a great option if you're looking for left mid, right back, left back, that sort of thing. You could easily drop all the sort of area strength out of him, up the dribbling, up the passing, and like I say, up the shooting a little bit. I'd go for 70 as a minimum, and then maybe more passing. And then you're looking at a good left mid, right mid that can track back and defend too. I think he's going to be a nice little option, and he's a fun one, especially if you are a fan of the player or team that he plays for. And last but not least, we have Matthijs de Ligt. This was one that I saw a lot of excitement about online, and so we will have a look at his stats. The one problem with de Ligt, and it seems to be a problem with him all the time, is his pace. 76 acceleration, 86 speed just isn't really great, is it? There's no other way to put it. We obviously know he's going to be brilliant in the air, so jumping and heading being sort of 90 and 87, it won't matter too much. They're not the best stats, but he will be an absolute beast when it comes to winning long balls, that sort of thing. He's got good physicality, good stamina for a centre-back, and his defending is very, very, very good. Not quite in the hundreds as we're seeing with some of these centre-backs that are coming out now, but it's still very, very, very solid. You can't really complain. Mateus De Ligt is a build-up, and so his passing is pretty good. He's got rebuilding on him as well, which gives him, I think, +3 in low passing. I think that's where that +3 is coming from. It will be, yeah. So yeah, +3 in low passing because of that. With a high weak foot accuracy, he's going to be good at building out. I just think he's lacking, especially in the speed and athleticism. And if you want to try and get him there, you're going to have to cut it out somewhere else, whether that's aerial strength or defending. And I just don't think you want to do that with him. And so De Ligt for me, if you're desperate for a build-up centre-back, he's a good option. There's no denying that he is a good option, but it's just whether you think he's good enough to get into people's teams, even as a free-to-play card. I think he is. I really do think he is. Just lacking in some areas that would sort of make him an outstanding candidate for that pick. And so that's it for all the players, guys. Obviously, I've got Maldini, De Rossi, and Cannavaro in my team now. I still need to finish leveling Cannavaro, but I'm not going to be doing the usual content review that I do on them, where I just sort of play a few games. I'm going to be starting the Pay to Glory alongside the Road to Glory, which is going to be using this team, basically, just seeing how far I can make it. I believe I'm now into the top 10k, or I was last night. It's probably gone down now. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, so 12k now. We're up into Division 1, managed to get there last night off the back of a 2-2 draw. Yeah, some tough opponents now. I'm in a pretty good run. There's a lot of wins in there. As we can see, we've got draw, win, 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 loss, loss, and then win. And this is one that I want to show you guys quickly. It's something that I was surprised about. This guy here, rank 167 in the world. I beat him 6-0 in the end, and I googled his name because he's high up, just to see if he's anybody that I'd recognize or anything like that. And it turns out he was a pro in 2024, and he has won a offline LAN. And so yeah, I was pretty happy with that, considering I had basically only just started the game about 6 to 8 weeks ago, and we've made it to Div 1. We're flying, we're playing well, and yeah. So yeah, just wanted to give you a little update on the way we're going to be doing the player reviews. I think it's going to be more of this sort of grind, trying to get as high as I can, just adding the players in, trying them in between those games. And so yeah, a little bit of a different format, so you guys will have to let me know what you think about that. But for this Thursday, guys, I think that's going to be all for today, so thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.